class is back. Today's a big day. If you're in my age bracket, I'm 40. So anybody from like age 32 to on up, right? Any hip hop fan, this is a big day because the Clips dropped their album. Mainly produced, solo produced by Pharrell Williams. Now, Pharrell's probably been one of the producers and fashion experts, and he's been more of a creative visionary that everyone's loved to see grow throughout the years, right? Never really in any controversy, always very authentic. Now, one part of this pie is he came out the gate and was letting rappers know, don't do any crime around me because I'm gonna tell on you. So don't do anything around me, any crime, anything stupid, anything out of that whole everything that, you know, what happens. He was basically like, hey, don't do it around me because I'm gonna tell. I don't have one thug bone in my body, but I love rap, I love hip hop, and I make beats. Now, this is crazy because most people would be too embarrassed to say that to somebody up front, to a rapper up front. Most producers, right? The rap energy back then, the 90s, early 2000s, it was super aggressive. So for him to say that was kind of like disarming himself, and it puts you in a position where you can be made fun of, right? It's embarrassing. So not only did it work in his favor because people respected his not only just authenticity but his transparency. Also, it pretty much set him up to be like the go-to guy. There's never any drama. There's never any craziness. People can work with him, right? So the main reason why I want to talk about this is because one of the pieces to the pie, one of the cost of success, a part of the cost of success is embarrassment. Being able to be what some would say embarrassed is like one of the pieces to it. So I've been going to the gym for like 15 years. I'm pretty strong. I could bench press 315 pounds 3 times, pretty much 3 reps any time of the week, right? I didn't start out this way. The biggest headache I had was before I was getting strong, but I was doing things uneven. I wasn't using a spot, so I limited how strong I was going to get, right? I didn't want to ask for help or for advice because I felt like it was embarrassing, which is stupid. It was something to help me out, but I was self-conscious at the time. And I was like, hey, you know, I look like I'm in good shape. Why would I ask somebody for help? They're just going to laugh at me or it's going to look weak. So I thought it was dumb, right? In my career, I've had to ask deans and other professors for letters of recommendation, right? And I thought like, oh, you know, I don't want to ask, but people don't just offer that type of thing. Professor or dean is not going to go over to me and say, hey, I like what you're doing. Let me just hand you this letter of recommendation in case you want to start applying at other schools, right? So I have to make the ask. Now, a lot of this stuff, it does stem from insecurity, and it does stem from, you know, we have, like I talked about in my last video, it's not really a fear of failure, it's a fear of judgment. However, once we overcome that and we just accept it as a part of the success, a part of the game is, I'm gonna look stupid. It could be for a minute, it could be for a second, it could be for an hour, whatever it is. No one just starts out a professional. So I have to basically accept that if I want success. The main reason why people get conflicted with this is because they want success until it requires being uncomfortable. Then they want to go back to their comfort zone or whatever they were doing beforehand, right? So one bit of advice I give a lot of students, a lot of people that are like doing this content wave, a lot of people that are doing anything creative, right? Anything, you're going to have to be embarrassed at some point. And then you'll get over it and you'll realize this isn't the end of the world. I just did some of my greatest work months down the line because I was able to go over this, right? So I hope that it helps.